Good.
Okay, hi everyone. Today we are going to do step 1 of our masks. We are going to cut out our fashion fabric and our lining. So you see here I have all my supplies gathered here. I have my elastic, 2 6-inch pieces. I have my fashion fabric with the table side down, and I have my lining fabric. I have put my fabric up and down, following the grain line, going up and down on my pattern to my fabric, and I'm gonna start tracing it out. So, because this pattern, as you'll remember from the instructions, has no seam allowance, we're going to add a 1/2 inch seam allowance to every single piece. So I'm drawing that all the way around. And then I'm going to take my fabric, or my pattern, and I'm drawing the line right along the edge of this. Sometimes I'm using, if I have a curve, I can use my curved ruler, my French curve, to help me draw those curves quickly and efficiently. When I'm done with my first piece, I can remove it from my fabric, flip it over so it mirrors the other side, and I flip it over and I do the exact same thing, adding my 1/2 inch seam allowance, tracing all the way around, utilizing my French curve. And I'm going to do this both on my fashion fabric and on my lining. And then I will, once everything is traced out, I'm going to go ahead and use my shears, my fabric shears, to cut out along the outermost line of both of my pieces. Cut out my fashion fabric, and now I'm moving over to my lining. Again, line up my straight edge here. And tracing my pattern pieces. And as you can see, I'm kind of moving my thumbtacks along to keep my fabric secured to the table, and as long as I have 1 or 2 stuck in there while I adjust them, it's easy peasy. This fabric's a little bit resistant to the pencil line here. It's okay, we'll make it work, and I'm flipping it over. And adding my seam allowance, and when I cut these out, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces that are all ready to turn into one mask. Very exciting. and I'll see you guys over at the sewing machine for step 2.